everyone, my name is Lauren and I'm going to be guiding you through a couple ways on how you can get into Warrior 3. So Warrior 3 is one of those poses where we can feel a little less stable at times, and so kind of like one hip's a little bit more swayed to one side than the other, and we can find a little bit of shortness in breath. So my hope here for you today is to find a variation that works for you so that you're able to experience this posture the best way you can in the way that works for you. So first we'll start to warm up. We really want to strengthen and lengthen the hamstrings before we get into Warrior 3 and really try to open up through the heart and the shoulders. Lengthen through our spine. So we'll be doing a bit of prep work and then I'll show you the 3 ways. So we'll start off getting into a cat-cow variation. And I recommend having blocks if you don't have them, so you can just put them off to the side for now. Another option is to roll over the mat to support the knees if they're feeling a little bit sensitive today. So you can just allow the knees to come in line with the hips, wrists in line with the shoulders, and we'll just mobilize the spine here. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, press floor away from you, gaze in between the thighs. Couple rounds, move with your breath. Inhale and exhale. See if you can get a little bit more expansive each time while sending the energy through the palms. Come back through center. And so we'll start to lengthen out the hamstrings and really practice feeling nice and tall through our spine. So you can start to step the right foot back. Beautiful. From here, once you feel stable through the right foot, you can start to extend it up. And so you can kind of look behind you, underneath your armpit, and see, because sometimes the toes will come out like this. See if you can turn them in to square the hips. Beautiful. Navel to spine. Inhale, guide the knee in towards the chest. All right, so the knee may come into this sort of half crow variation, and then you can start to extend the leg back up. Inhale, draw in. Exhale, lengthen. Take a couple rounds. Gaze is forward, spine is tall. Next one, start to lengthen through the back leg, ground to the right palm as you send the left arm up. Keeping the spine long, start to pulse with the foot and the arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lower left palm down, right knee down. Maybe just start to make some circles with the hips, moving side to side. We'll come back through center and shift over to the next. So left foot comes out, stack the shoulders if not already, so shoulders over the wrists, and start to lengthen out. I like to tuck my toes under if I didn't mention already, so tucking the toes under, so have the opposite foot to allow a little bit more length. So again, we look underneath the armpit, we start to square the hips, lengthen the spine, inhale, draw knee in towards the chest, exhale, lengthen. Getting a little bit more long each time. See if you can send the energy through the back foot. Next one, start to draw the knee in, exhale, extend, ground through left palm, trace right arm up and pulse. Keep the length. 1, 2, 3, 4, and release. Lower right palm down, left knee down. And we'll just move side to side. So in a way that feels good here, so not really thinking too much about it. Come back through center. You can start to crawl your fingertips out towards the side. If you can still breathe here, you may wish to crawl the fingertips back towards the knees. And then we'll just start to make some circles. So this can feel really good as we were on our wrists for a little while. So we're trying to warm them up here. Very nice. Slowly crawl fingertips back towards the front. Very nice. So from here you can tuck the toes, lift the knees, and send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog, maybe pedaling out the feet and walking it out. Then maybe you start to hold one of the legs straight and the other bent. So just lengthening out the hamstrings here, side to side. So you want to ensure that we've made efforts to lengthen the spine here. Very nice. Start to crawl the palms back towards the feet. Once you get there, really ground root down through the feet. And so what I mean by this is the tips of your toes, outer edges, heels, balls of the feet. So really rooting down through your entire foot. Inhale halfway. Exhale to fold. And then start to bring the sit bones up towards the ceiling, maybe drawing the ribs towards the knees. Deep breath in, my hair's in my face, and exhale out. Ground through the feet, inhale, rise all the way up to stand, bring palms up, exhale, palms to heart. Very nice. Beautiful. So now that we're warmed up, I'm going to walk us through the first variation on how you can get to your warrior three. So this is through a low lunge. So we'll start to make our way there. Right foot forward, left foot back. Very nice. And then it might feel nice to have blocks close by. So you can just place them on either side on their highest or second highest level. So you can kind of just pick here. And then from here, what we'll start to do is ground through the front foot, tuck the back toes, lift the knee. And you can start to pulse here. So you're just moving up and down. Keeping this simple. Very nice. All right, so you can start to lengthen here. So we're in a little bit of a runner's lunge. All right, and then you can start to crawl the blocks forward. And then you can start to pick up the foot and then lower. Pick up, lower. And again, we may wish to check to see if we can see our foot underneath our left armpit. So what this means is that sometimes our foot can be out towards the side, so similar to how we were at the beginning. So you want to sort of cut it back, curl toes back towards the face, and then lengthen here. So if we feel supported in on the blocks, then we can start to play with bringing palms in towards the heart, lengthening out a little bit more through the standing leg and through the back, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Start to make your way down, bend the knee. Beautiful, arms will reach up. Exhale, lower palms down. Make your way back through table. Maybe shake it out. And we'll move to the other side. Left foot forward, right foot back. Our blocks here. Then we'll start to tuck the back toes, lift the knee, and start to lengthen and lower. Lift, lower. So from here, we'll start to tuck the tack toes, lift the knee, and then lower. Lift, lower. Lift, and lower. Move with your breath. Inhale to come up. Exhale, lower. Beautiful. All right, so once you stabilize here through the right leg, you can bring your blocks a little bit farther. So we're in a runner's lunge style variation. And then you can start to pick up the back foot, lengthen, and lower. Lengthen, lower. Inhale up, exhale down. All right, couple rounds. Beautiful. Start to send the leg up. Again, check here. So see if the toes are curled back towards the face. See if you can lengthen out a little bit more. Maybe keeping palms onto the blocks, coming light onto the fingertips. And then bring palms in towards the heart. Hold here. Find a point of focus. 1, 2. Rooting to the front foot. 3, 4, and 5. Slowly bend the front knee. Release the bottom knee down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, lower down completely. Let's just make our way into a child's pose. Reset. Couple breaths. So the next one we'll try is from lunge, and hopefully because we've started first, and I recommend doing this in increments, so the first one being lunge, we're now going to go into lunge and see how we do. Start to root through the front foot, beautiful. Tall through the back, reach arms up, start to lean forward, ground through the front foot. So a little bit of a bend here. Lift and lengthen a little bit more, synchronizing. Straighten out the front knee with the back. And then start to look at your feet. Whoop. If you fall, that's okay. And then start to lengthen out a little bit more. Open through the heart, the chest. Deep breath in, deep breath up. Hold here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and release. Lower down, and then we'll start to make our way back, maybe crawling the blocks back with us into a half split. Start to bend and release. Couple breaths. Beautiful. We'll start to come back and then switch sides. Just stepping the left foot forward, right foot back. All right, and then from here, reaching arms up, tall through the back leg, solid through the front. Reach arms forward, ground through the front foot. Start to bend a little bit more, come off the back toes, and lift. It's okay if you wobble. Hold here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly release back down. And then make your way back, half split. Slowly come back up. And you can step back and maybe start to curl the blocks back with you, maybe. And then unravel all the way up, arms alongside the body. So last one we're going to do is from halfway lift. All right, so you can get into warrior 3 from halfway lift, and I'll show you how to do that. All right, so we're at the top of our mat, maybe having the blocks close by. All right, and we'll just start to prepare here, so warm up our spine and lengthen a little bit more. All right, inhale, arms reach up, gaze at the fingertips, exhale, fold, inhale, halfway, lengthen through the spine. So heart, chest is forward. Exhale, fold, maybe bend the knees, sit bones up towards the sky. Inhale, halfway, maybe bringing palms to blocks, and we'll stay here. Ground through your feet, so not too much weight in the heels versus tips of toes. Even it up. Hold here, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Release. Ground through the right foot, and then start to see if you can bend the left knee and then extend it straight up. From here, so just take a look at your feet. This can be a good one to do that in. So again, we look under our left armpit to see the left toes, try to curl them back towards the face, and then reach the arms forward, chest is proud, hold here. Find a point of focus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly bend both knees, come back up through chair. All right, bring palms up, gaze. Exhale, slowly release arms, legs. Woo, a little bit of heat, I don't know about you. So we'll do the other side. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Maybe bring palms to blocks or light on fingertips. As you ground through the left foot, extend the right leg up. Really solid here. Once you have your foundation, maybe, you can wobble a little bit. Maybe you start to bring palms into heart. Maybe palms come out in front. Let's hold here, still breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bend right knee, come back, chair pose, bring palms up and overhead. Exhale, Straighten out the legs and arms. Beautiful, so we did it. So another thing that you can do is to come into to feel really good. And we've already kind of did that in our half split, is to lengthen up through our hamstrings and be a little bit more static here. So this is what we'll do. You'll bring your palms towards your hips, lengthen through your spine, hinge at the hips, and come to lower halfway. So same thing with our halfway lift. Exhale, lower palms down. Maybe bring feet a bit wide, more wide. And then start to bend and release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. 3 more breaths. Start to crawl your feet back towards one another so that your heels touch, and see if you can start to come down. All right, beautiful. And then very lightly bring palms out in front and see if you can softly land on your sit bones. Beautiful. So we'll just move into a butterfly stretch. So you can keep your spine lengthened, maybe stay here. If you're looking for something a little bit different, maybe more of a release at the spine, you can start to shift forward, keeping the spine long, and come into fold. And come to rise all the way up. Beautiful. All right, so crossing one leg over the other. So thank you so much for tuning into this video. I really appreciate the time and energy that it took for you to watch this. Really, we have so many things that we could have been doing, but you chose this, so thank you so much for taking this time for yourself. And I really hope that some of my tips and tricks resonate with you. Again, it's a practice. So practice is not perfect. Even as I do this video now, sure, there could have been some things that I could have also done differently. But again, this is why yoga is a practice, so I wish you luck on that, and I just hope that this can help you find some ways on how to experience the posture more. So I'm looking to do more of these, really open to some feedback, so you are welcome to leave some comments. And again, if you have any questions about the video in general, feel free to comment below the vid, and I will answer as soon as possible. And make sure to like my channel as well. Thank you so much for your support, and see you soon.